Yes, remember that Shekau was actually invaded. His camp was invaded about a week ago or about some weeks ago. And you know that he was the leader of the Boko Haram sect, and he has been terrorizing Nigerians for a very long time now. But you know the way he was invaded was actually wrong. Perhaps maybe the people that invaded him were the wrong ones, yes, because I don't expect the government to actually use such people to fight the Boko Haram, because they will end up being a problem for Nigeria. That is the Iswap, because they were the ones that invaded the camp of Boko Haram, and there was reports that Shekau was actually killed, or perhaps that he went into hiding after blowing himself up in trying not to surrender to ISWAP. He blew himself up, and somehow he was taken into hiding, and they were not sure if he was dead or alive. But now they have confirmed that he is dead, but we don't know how true this is, because we've heard so many reports before now as well that Shekau is dead, and after some very long time we hear that he is alive again. So perhaps this could be one of those tricks or something we do not know yet. But of course, we'll find out in this report. But please ensure you subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, turn on the notification bell, ensure you like, and also share our videos. Okay, guys, without further ado, let us dive right into the details of this report. As it says that yes, and they also said that is ordered them to kill Shekau. Why is that? Anyway, guys, it says right here that the Islamic State West African province ISWAP has confirmed the death of former Boko Haram leader Abubakar Shekau. ISWAP confirmed that Shekau blew himself up after refusing to surrender following the invasion of his hideout on May 19, 2021. This was contained in a message from Abu Mus'ab Habib bin Muhammad bin Yusuf al-Banawi, born Habib Yusuf, leader of the terrorists. According to him, al-Banawi in an address on Friday described Shekau as the leader of disobedience and corruption. He said Shekau's fighters rejoiced over his death, adding that the former terrorist leader who took over after the death of Boko Haram founder Muhammad Yusuf in 2009 was apprehended in the most humiliating manner. Speaking in Hausa, al-Banawi said this was someone who committed unimaginable terrorism. How many has he wasted? How many has he killed? How many has he terrorized? But Allah left him alone and prolonged his life. When it was time, Allah set out brave soldiers after receiving orders from Amirul Mu'minin, leader of the believers. ISWAP, which broke away from Shekau's Boko Haram faction in 2016, disagreed with the late extremist leader over his excessive use of force, especially on Muslims in areas under his influence. He stated that the interim leader of the Islamic State of Iraq and Syria ordered them to take action on Shekau for deviating and killing believers. ISWAP fighters then took their arms, traveled through the Sahara, went into Shekau's enclave, and engaged in a gun battle with his followers. Shekau preferred to be humiliated in the afterlife than getting humiliated on earth. He killed himself instantly by detonating an explosive, he said. Well, like they have said, we don't know how true this is, if he was indeed or if he's indeed dead. But my major concern about this is that ISWAP has, they are still very free doing what they're doing, and the government has not seen any reason to take action against them. We cannot but say that we know the kind of government we run today, because it's not a democratic government. Well, because everything is done by force. It's an authoritative government. It's a government that Just it is far more than a military government. This is a tyrant government, because I believe we all heard the ban of the Twitter use and all of that. And you know what that could mean? That is just shutting down the people, the voice of the people, where their voices can be heard outside of the Nigerian states. But that is not really the reason here, but it is still part of it, because now Iswap is right here doing all they want, killing Boko Haram, and the government feels these people are fighting their cause. Terrorists don't fight any cause. They are only looking for a way to get a hold of getting this country in totality. And if it continues like this, before you know, they will take, you know, the better parts of the country they'll get into great positions in the country. And I can bet you it will be worse than this Buhari's government that Nigerians are already talking about. Because at that point, they would have gotten engaged with a lot of very, very important places in the economies. They would have handled a lot of, big projects that nobody will be able to stop them. Now we're talking about Kenji Dam and the other dams where Nigerians get electricity from. If these guys get a hold of those places, they already are taking some of those places. And if they get a total hold of these places, I can bet you there will be a total blackout. And once there's a total blackout, the economy goes down and, it starts from there. Now, the government is not doing anything about it. Rather, they are fighting a cause that does not make sense. They are banning Twitter. Like, that is the problem of today. We are faced with insecurity. You are banning Twitter. Who does that? It doesn't just add up. It doesn't make sense. I don't know if these guys think before they take action, but I don't think they think before taking actions. They just do whatever pleases them and what they feel they can do to just keep oppressing the people of the country. But all the same, we just hope that very soon they will come to their right senses. But even if they don't, we pray that God will visit them wherever they are. And that kind of visitation, the kind of visitation that they will wake up and, and they will sleep and perhaps not wake up. They will die a terrible death because they just want to see people suffer. A country where they are not able to serve the people right, yet you're taking the little rights that they have to enjoy life. It is a terrible thing to actually do. But we hope that things still get better. We hope that God takes control of things happening in the country today, because really, what can man do? Things are getting into critical situations. What can anyone do about this? All we have to do is just to plead with our maker and ask for mercy and grace for a nation as great as Nigeria, now becoming a place that has become so bothersome and a place that has become a forgotten place. But we just keep praying. Yes, wherever you are, diasporans, Nigerians, keep praying. We believe God still answers prayers. So that is it, my dear people. Thank you so much for listening. Whatever you have to say, please drop it in the comment section, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Do have a pleasant time. Bye for now.